Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a team from the American, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Tulsa will kick off and we'll get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will get first crack at it here. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape. Fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their... Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Presley. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Golden Hurricane offense gets its first crack in this game. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pitting their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to pass. It's Allen. Bringing the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up on tempo. They're ready to do it again.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finding open areas. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Hudson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Pena. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up 1st and goal from the 7. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time.
Touchdown, Penn State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. The corners are walked up tight. To the air, it's Francis. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, he could not protect him well enough.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on second down. Gets it to him on the screen. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Gets it out fast. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. The inside handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Good timing on the quick out. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Reynolds. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
The Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Aller. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He might want another play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Tulsa with the playbook wide open here on 2nd and short. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Wide open spaces. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for a man, it's Francis. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. Splits the uprights. Good. Had to settle for the field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for room, it's Allen. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Richardson. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Francis. There's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback got it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its 1st touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Tulsa wasting no time.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick.
He's loose. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense was trailing going into halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Turns it loose deep. He's got it along the sideline. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
And the Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Allard. Right down the middle. Holds it in. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Headed to the end zone. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Hand off from the gun. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So a drive there of 82 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Presley. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. To the ground to try to move the chains. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Dropping back, it's out. Makes the grab. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third down, going up top. The sure hands, it's Hudson. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Here's a heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're...